Coming up on Lights, Camera, Akron.
We take a look at this year's homecoming UA 5K.
We head over to the rec center to take a closer look at the lifeguards.
And of course, we have the news you need as a University of Akron student.
All this and more coming to you from Colby Hall on this episode of Lights, Camera, Akron.
Welcome to another episode of Lights, Camera, Akron, the news show that guides you through life in college here on the University of Akron's campus. I'm Jeannie McBride.
And I'm Rachel Faringer.
It was homecoming weekend here at the University of Akron, and many different events were put on.
One of those events was the UA 5K. Akron residents, students, and alumni ran the 3.1-mile race to show their support for the Gold and Blue. Let's take a look at what the UA 5K was all about. It's that time of year again for the annual University of Akron Homecoming UA 5K. This is the fourth year the Sports Science and Wellness Education, the Sports Science Academy, and the Student Recreation and Wellness Services have put on the event. I had the chance to speak with Olivia Hartchin to find out what this event is all about and why it is good for the University of Akron.
I'm from Rec Council, and that is just a student organization that's related to the Rec Center. We do a lot of on-campus activities. It's both rec employees as well as outside students. So today we're here for the UA 5K. We're just passing out packets and spreading the word still. People can still register as of today. It's just a race around campus. A lot of people get involved. It's great for our organization. It helps raise money for Rec Council as well as the Sports Science Department. There's a lot of companies that sponsor it and get involved as well. So all around, it's a great opportunity for students as well as participants just to get involved with campus and do a great local run. This is actually going to be my third year participating, or at least helping with everything. Last year it was a great turnout on our first day. We have a lot of people come the second day to pick up their packets on race day as well, but just to get everything ahead of time is great for everyone. So that's usually really helpful. There's so many other races out there, but this is a race that it's Akron's UA 5K, so it brings awareness to the university. It helps raise money for, like I said, Rec Council as well as the athletic department, or the exercise science and everything. So it's just something local and it gets students involved. So it's a great opportunity to get some exercise and get out there and have some fun.
The 5K is a steady course to the University of Akron, ending on the 50-yard line of Summa Field. I had the chance to talk to some of the experienced runners to see how they felt about the race and what advice they have for people wanting to try a 5K.
I signed up because I wanted to see how I could do, and last year's course was pretty fast, so I just wanted to see what I can do. The race, it should just be fun. Running's always been a fun thing for me, and I don't get nervous about races. I think that anybody can do it if you have a goal in mind. You could put your mind to it and you could do really well, or even just finishing as a goal too. I encourage everybody to try because you have nothing to lose and all to gain.
I did the 5K here a few years ago in the spring, and also the first UA 5K here. I'm very nervous. I know it's going to be a really competitive race. I know there's going to be a lot of good runners there, and I took last season off, so I'm still getting back into the swing of things this year. It's a great hobby. I mean, it keeps you busy, and it's really competitive and helps your self-esteem a lot.
Events like this get sponsors from many different places, such as Penn Station, Barnes & Noble, and Subway. With a great turnout on race day, it brings a lot of awareness to the University of Akron and helps it develop. With ZTV Lights, Camera, Akron, I'm Rachel Faringer.
Wow, I am so impressed by the runners' dedication and endurance for that race early on a Saturday morning.
I am too, Jeannie. Another future improvement for the University of Akron is the renovation of Gallucci Hall. Many students have made this hall a home, and the question is, what is going to happen?
That's right. Our reporter Alicia Morris has the inside details. So, Alicia, what more can you tell us regarding Gallucci Residence Hall?
Well, there's a lot of changes coming up. Out of the 13 residence halls on the Akron campus, Gallucci is among one of the oldest. For the last year, it has remained vacant, leaving students wondering what the future of Gallucci Hall will be. Will it be renovated or torn down? Either way, students can look forward to life being restored on the south side of campus.
We'd like to bring it up to our standards, and our standards are very good.
Dr. Ted Curtis is the Vice President of Capital Planning and Facilities Management at the University of Akron. He is the man in charge of deciding what the fate of Gallucci Hall will be.
Well, Gallucci Hall, I'm old enough to remember when it was built back in the 60s. It was built by someone that I knew, Mike Gallucci Sr., who built and owned all the Holiday Inns in this Summit County area.
Gallucci Hall was in fact an operating Holiday Inn before it became a residence hall on the Akron campus.
Mike Gallucci Sr. Passed away, and Mike Gallucci Jr. took over the business, and after many years, the Gallucci family decided to sell all their properties. And they sold, they got out of the hotel business. They ended up donating this property. However, they donated this to the University of Akron.
As of now, Gallucci Hall is vacant with no students living there.
Dr. Scarborough, he's asking for some studies on how the university may renovate that building, or we may demolish it and maybe build a new building there. So we're in the process of studying that.
Even though Dr. Curtis is in favor of starting from fresh with a new building entirely, it would be a timely and expensive process to make it a functional dorm again.
Well, if we tore it down and if we built new, our new dorms, they run about $65,000, just under $70,000 per bed. In the long run, probably better to demolish that and build a new building someday.
While it sounds exciting to finally have a new building in Gallucci's place, it will still be a while before we can expect to see any changes on the empty residence hall. Dining options are also another factor to consider if Gallucci Hall were to be reopened for students.
It's important that a nice food facility be reestablished there.
There is one functioning piece of Gallucci Hall that is still left. The Crystal Room, located inside Gallucci, is a bistro operated by hospitality management students and is supervised by the staff of the hospitality management program. So demolishing Gallucci would also mean the Crystal Room would have to go with it.
That's not an easy demolition project because it is all concrete.
The benefits of having the all-concrete buildings means the structure is still strong after all these years.
Concrete and solid masonry, you can't beat it.
It will be a pleasant change for students on the south end of campus as opposed to an unoccupied dorm. While some people may think Gallucci Hall is past its prime, we can be sure that it will be given life once again. Alicia Morris, ZTV, Lights Camera Akron.
I'm sure anxious students will be excited to see what will stand in Gallucci's place. Even though it will be a couple of years, we're all for the development of our campus. Now back to Jeannie and Rachel.
Thanks, Alicia, for that report. When we come back, we take a look at the lifeguards at the University of Akron Rec Center.
And we are bringing you some important Akron news.
Thank you for watching Lights, Camera, Akron.
We will be right back.